The velocity was high for his first outing, I thought. I thought his cutter was as good as it's been. Thought he threw some good backdoor sliders. But he had good command, and he gave us what we needed. After losing the first game, and we didn't get, we had to use the bullpen a little bit. He gave us a good 5 innings today, and then just shut them down and gave us a chance to build a lead.
It was kind of an up-and-down spring for him as far as results were concerned. How encouraged are you by what you saw?
Well, that's, with CeCe, I don't ever make much of his springs. Some other guys, yeah, you worry about, but CeCe's a veteran, and we've seen it before. We've had him a long time, so we've never made much of his springs. But I was really encouraged by tonight.
If you didn't get in a little trouble there in that 5th inning, do you consider putting him back out there?
Yeah, he had thrown as many pitches in the final 2 innings, the 4th and the 5th, as he did in the first 3, and I thought he had to work pretty hard in those last 2 innings. And I think he'd been up to 82 or 85 in his games in spring training, so we just thought it was time to make a change.
With some of the bats you have in that lineup, what would you have said if I would have told you that Ronald Torreyes is going to hit the first home run of the season?
Yeah, well, I don't think a whole lot of us would have bet on that, but he played an incredible game tonight. Some really big defensive plays. Chase Headley had a big game for us today. 2 big RBIs. Nice play on would have been a double. So we got some contributions from everyone. And the roof.
Where did that ball hit?
No, I don't think it hit anything. I think he just lost it. It went over, I don't know, I guess it'd be the 2nd ring, I think it was. And then he just lost it.
So what have you thought of the way that CeCe and Gary Sanchez worked together?
I thought they did a really good job tonight. I thought they had a good plan, and I thought they stuck to it, and I thought they made a lot of big pitches. And it's something, that we try to put, Gary with the pitchers as much as we can, the starters as much as we can, so he gets used to them. And the ones we feel like he needs more work with in spring training, sometimes you try to put him with them more. But I think he's pretty comfortable with everyone.
Joe, I know you say look at the results with CeCe in the spring. Was his stuff good in the spring, in your opinion, or was it that much better?
I thought it got better and better, but I thought today it was much better because I think for CeCe mentally he turns it up more than a notch.
Speaking of mentally, what do you think it does for Chase Headley to be starting the season like he is this year in just 2 games as opposed to the rough start he had last year?
I'm sure he's sleeping better. He had a tough start and ended up having a pretty decent year last year, so to get him off to a good start is really nice.
What was it like to see a bullpen back, Katansis and Chapman at the back end?
In clip, I mean, they did a really good job. They got big outs, and Holder gave up a couple tough hits, but it's nice to see him back there, back to back.
The other day when I asked you about, what with the impact of Didi being out, you just said you wanted Torreyes and Cosmo to be themselves. What is Torreyes when he's himself? What does he do?
Well, I think he's going to give you good at-bats. I think he's going to play solid defense. I mean, I think that's what he's going to do. Some people would refer to Torreyes, he's a baseball player. He's going to do things the right way, and he's going to be in the right spot, and he's going to run the bases well, and he's going to do everything right. Didi is a hard guy to replace, but we feel that Toe was going to do a good job.
Joe, what's the reaction like in that dugout when he hits that ball?
Guys, just, it's Toe. I mean, that's kind of how it goes. We saw him hit a couple in spring training. He cut the win in Port Charlotte, I think it was. He's a tough little out.